Are you there? Okay, Royce, come on, man.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Oh,
Yun. Hey, man. Woo!
are you live, man? Can you see
Oh,
this? Can you see this on your
horrible
screen?
tayo. Yeah, that's the camera. Yeah. So, hi guys.
Hey guys, so
Yeah,
this is the first time we're ever doing this. A little tech issues, but we got through it, man. So
yeah.
this is Martin here in the
And
Philippines. Beautiful sunset here. Real Talk
oh, that's
Lifeline.
nice, man.
We have
Yeah.
Royce T. Yeah, so normally I go, what's the challenge of the day? I'll flip it over to you for the topic. So challenge of the day normally is, what is the right thing to do? Right? Like I don't know what to do in my life. So how about you? I got this term actually from Royce recently. So the
Yeah.
topic is,
Yeah, we were just talking with Martin the other night, and inspiration hit, and this just popped up, and we call it the invisible third way. So we'll explain what it is, but actually, dude, I was just so in flow. I barely remembered actually why we thought. I have an idea, pero I barely remembered why we brought it up. Pero I'm just excited kasi ano nga like I just really felt like we're not done talking about it. So yeah, let's do this.
yeah.
I'm excited when you said we'll do this live because I was planning to do this anyway. So thanks for having me,
Yeah.
man.
So thanks, Royce. The invisible third way, guys. So again, we see some of you watching the live. Feel free to comment down below. We're pushing the envelope. This is the first time we're ever doing a joint live together. I'm doing it at the sunset out, so if I get dark, guys, this is real. This is live. So the invisible third way. Before we get into it, the flow. The way I understood how Roy shared this with me is, even though we feel like there are only two choices, which is usually a win and then there's a lose. The invisible third way, as I learned a term from my other mentor, he calls it win-win
Yeah,
or no deal
yeah,
at all. So the
yeah,
invisible third way, I'll relate that and then I'll give it back to you, Roy. Says I actually don't know what to do because I'm gonna hit it hard like here from the start. It's only been a month, span of 1 month since Feb to March, and one of my mentors, our mentor actually, Coach Bam, passed
yeah,
away. And then I just came from a retreat last weekend, and again, nothing but respect and love for the privacy of the people involved. What happened was one of the participants from last weekend, I just got news that this person passed away just today also. So I actually didn't know how to handle. I don't know like what's the right thing to do, what's the best way to handle this. So that's why I just decided to go on live with Royce, a person I really trust. So this is my way of just getting through a very hard time, right? So, hey Kat, so we see you watching. Thank you. Yeah.
yeah.
So you, Royce, the invisible third way. I reached out to you. This is my version of doing the invisible third way.
Yeah. And I'm glad you're doing it, man. Kasi I think the start of it also, and this is how is this? Like it's always in the background every time I talk about doing the live, processing my grief. Actually, this is I'm glad you're doing this, Rin, man, because this is actually I think this is also without you realizing it, we're also doing it, and I'll explain how I see it, Rin. But dude, yeah, you're right. This is an application of the invisible third way. Why is that? Same with what Martin said, no, and I'll give mine short. A lot of times we're maybe like we're reacting or we're fighting like oh, I can hear the wind by the way, man. Yeah. If we're
Yeah.
in fight or flight, usually it's just the other person. So you really just think it's like, oh, do I let them win or do I win, right? And that's like the obvious two ways that we have a tug of war with people. So what's the invisible third way? It's like I feel like it's the way out. Why? Because lots of times, I'm not saying it's always, pero lots of times if you choose either of the two ways, you're gonna lose, man. Especially in
Yeah.
relationships. Why? Um, anyone who's ever been in an argument might be able to relate. If they win or you win the argument, I'll tell you what, either way the relationship loses. So how do you find the way? And again, this is what we were talking about, man, diba? It's getting to know what's essential also. So what you're doing with this, man, how I see it, what's the obvious pull between the two? It's either for you to resist grief, or you get overwhelmed by it. Because I think those are the obvious two choices. What's the invisible third way in this way, man? I just call it alchemy, man. It's you're turning bad into good, man. So ngayon, no, I want to help you process. I want to help. I just want to support you, man. Let's process this through. Kasi that was also what I did the morning that I learned that of Coach Bam passing. Parang I had to reach out also, and I had to process my grief also. Otherwise, I would have been eaten alive, man. So yeah, back to you. Yeah,
Yeah.
and thanks for having.
Thank you, Royce. Thank you, May and Charmaine. MJ, we see you not just watching, but we even see your love popping up, but the
Yeah.
reactions, your messages.
Oh, let me know, man, because I can't see any reactions on my
I
end.
I
Parang
could because I'm the
yeah.
host. Yeah, so I
Ayun,
just wanna
yun, yeah, yeah, yeah.
apologize,
So
people.
yeah,
So Royce, I really agree with that, and you helped me too because one side was fear, so I didn't want to go live. I didn't know how to process this, and you even mentioned the term grief. For
yeah,
me, my final memories with Coach Bam, and even with this recent incident, this person, my memories were kind of similar in the sense that I had moments wherein this person was hugging me very hard, and he's this
yeah,
very tough person. This a very tough person. In tears. So, Royce, you're familiar with this because of the what we go through our training, right? So,
yeah,
this was one of those rare moments, and my final memories of this person was it was full of love, forgiveness, tears of healing. So it was very good, very good memories, experience with this person. So I don't know if the proper term is still grief, like if that's the right term to use. And for me, it
yeah,
doesn't really matter. It's just I felt like doing this just to share because the fear shifted to love, I guess, or just openness.
yeah,
And I know this person, like my final memories, my final literal physical experiences, emotional like that, were nothing but good. So that's how. And what happened today, what I found out later was it was like an accident, right? So it
yeah,
wasn't necessarily, um again, I was starting to worry, but sometimes my time, Royce, too, might come. So I just felt like doing this live and sharing this because the invisible third way could be this. For you, it could be something else. It could be reaching out to someone privately. Um, we're both, Royce and I, are just showing you. We know how hard it is to go through it. So
mm,
imagine if I didn't reach out to Royce, I would just be by myself. I was about to journal, like from over last weekend. I was about to write notes to process my lessons. Sometimes it's not the same. It's not the same if you don't do this. You don't get to process it properly. So one thing, and then I'll throw it back to you, Royce. I'll give it back to you. Is I
yeah,
found an
man.
article and I shared it with our group also last night. It was about hey, I see Chan. Thank you for watching, man. So he's my brother, my shaman, actually last weekend. So
Oh,
I love
yeah.
this guy, man.
Welcome,
So
welcome.
yeah, Roy, so you're super cool, super good vibes. Also, Matt is just on.
Hey,
So,
I see Matt. Yeah,
yeah, good to see you. Good to see you on this live, Matt. So, I shared this article I found last night, lang, 11 p.m., with the group. It was about scream therapy, which Steve Jobs apparently would do. And then I remember that last weekend. I think it was Dr. Andrew Huberman who shared it in one of those YouTube or reels like that. So I tried it. I actually shouted last week, and I had a moment, dude. I did that. I want to do it out here in the open field, literally, like ah! like that. But then I really did it.
oh
Like I
my
really
god.
let it out. So apparently, it doesn't just heal anger. So that was your last live, right, Royce? It doesn't just heal
Yeah.
anger. Long story short, TLDR is whenever we're allowed to fully feel our emotions, the experience right now, it ends up healing us on a deeper level. Not just anger, not just that. It could be deeper trauma. It could be just letting our life flow, which was a
Mm.
lesson you told me before. Flow versus stagnate, right? Is it
Yeah.
moving or not? So
Yeah.
that scream therapy was actually Steve Jobs' way to boost his creativity, not just heal his anger,
Mm.
right? So doing a live like this is also our version of doing it. I did share too that whenever we go live, we can't hide the truth. You know, someone
Yeah.
says, Martin, look at your eyes, they look kind of sad, all like that. You're right. You're right, man. I'm not trying to hide anything,
Mm.
right? So you also, I saw that too when you went live, Royce. So we can't hide the truth. Eventually, it comes out. And then what I'm learning is it's a good thing. It's actually a good
Yeah.
thing. So I'll go back to you, Royce, man.
Yeah, and I just want to add to that. Like, let's just keep the ball rolling, man. Kasi, connecting it to that, I think it's just going. Oh, that's a nice sunset, man. Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
just being able to go full out. We call it full out, meaning yeah, fully expressing it, fully being present, and fully being. I call it leaning into the emotion, meaning you don't resist it, you don't try to stop anything, but you let it be. But again, the important thing I just mentioned always, don't let it consume you, don't let it overwhelm you, because again, emotions don't make you do anything. Now, there's a space, I keep saying it, there's a space between stimulus and response, and that's our
Yeah.
freedom to make a choice. But there's also that a lot of people forget that, because a lot of us, and I know a lot of people I know, it's been very hurtful the past few weeks. Parang um, Coach Bam passing already hit hard, and now more people are still passing away. And it's not because of ano at least with Coach Bam, like, oh, we got this. That was we got to say goodbye. We got to meet him one more
Yeah.
time. But now recently, yeah, what you said, accidents, man. That's nothing. You can't prepare for that, and it's way more sudden, especially with what you mentioned, man. Like you were just hugging the guy. If And one thing I appreciate with you, man, and that you were saying, no, I don't see any. I mean, there's pain. I know it, and there's shock or that disbelief. Pero I knew that you went full out with him, man. That you were fully present with him. That's the best we can do talaga, eh. And why is that? Because and I know that that's for me also, just to for us to I don't wanna focus solely on the topic, but I'm also revolving around the topic, no.
Yeah.
Um, when's what's with the invisible third way? The first two ways relate to you getting hijacked, man. By what? By fear, by ego, by insecurity, by attachment. No, and on some level, that means that it's not on the deeper level, because it's a reaction, man. But once you find, and I'm just giving you guys a hint. No, what's the third way? The third way, I feel like it's a way out, because the if you just think of the first two choices that you'll have, no, either resist or let go. Example, no, resist or let go or fight for what you do. Anything that's considered a reaction, it's a losing battle, man, because it's anything that's reacting and it's coming from your ego, versus if you say, hey, let's go deeper, deeper inside yourself, and finding something inside you that actually, that I guess, something that you find true, something that you find authentic, and you use that in the moment. And again, it's not, this is not a technique, guys. You can't think your way through this, or you can't memorize your way through this. But I'm giving you hints now. One of the hints is to be fully present. And some of you might be wondering, what do you mean? Why is it fully present? Why? Short answer now, you don't, at the very least, you don't react anymore. Especially when life, when life hits you, when life throws crap at you. Sorry for the
Yeah.
term. Yeah, and our
Right.
tendency is to react, man. Um, we yeah, again, I'm repeating myself again na, like, but we will only start seeing the first two options, either again, you fight or you let go, or you say, or you give up. No, there's a third choice, man. There's a third choice, but it's not as easily seen because um, I'd say it has to do with your spirit or your essence, and
Yeah.
the way to find it is really finding um, inspiration inside yourself. So yeah, I'll leave it at that first, man. I'll pass it back to you.
Yeah, I want to flow with what Royce just said, because and the crap too, because thank you again for the love, guys. We see it popping up here in the reactions now, and I'm really literally in a sunset right now. So whatever you're seeing, like if it gets dark, this is live. This is real. So when Royce said when crap gets thrown, I could relate because Royce has an idea. Anyone who's attended the Unboundeds in the past, people doing their sharing about family, friends, whatever they're going through, we go through crap in life. With the recent things happening, what I've found, Royce said that this invisible third way, the spirit, the alchemy is all the crap feels like it just gets flushed or it flows
Mm,
away. That's why I
yeah.
felt like doing this live. So why does it take a person to die to realize that sometimes, as sad as that might sound, right? When
Mm,
Coach Bam passed, Royce and I, we spent our final moments with him. This recent happening, I could be next. So this is not the guilt trip or make anyone feel sad like that, right?
yeah.
It just cleared the crap away because if I'm so concerned about someone hating, fighting, or like having resentment, right, Royce? Like it's that sama ng loob, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to be a person who, if I see a friend of mine, a stranger, I see you, and you're suffering, I don't want to add hate to that. I don't want to add hate to that. And sometimes a person we don't even know they are suffering, and then
Yeah.
something happens bigla, right? So I'm gonna feel like shit. I'm gonna be the fucking crap bag if I'm the one who said that. Like, dude, imagine if I said shit to you,
Mm,
and then tomorrow you die. How
yeah.
the fuck am I gonna feel, right? Like, just
So
keeping it
recipe for
real
regret.
here, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
because it happens, and I've witnessed it 2 times over the past month, right? So I just want to live my life without regrets, and that invisible third way that you're sharing. Part of it is doing the live right now. By the way, the invisible third way doesn't mean we like this live. We got it all figured out. It's gonna be perfect, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know if my fucking nose hairs are sticking out. Like all this shit. Like I just wanna, I just wanna do this the best way that
Yeah.
we
And I'll
can.
add
By
this
the way,
I'll add to
this
you
is the
after,
first
man.
time we're ever doing a live together ever.
Yeah.
Like we're just figuring this out. So back to you,
Yeah.
Royce.
Yeah. And I'm glad with this, buddy. Yeah. Parang like Martin said, no, I we only came up with this like 2 nights ago, and now we're still figuring it out. Parang this is actually our way of like trying to figure out like what the heck does that mean, because I feel like we hit upon I'm not trying to say it's a I don't yeah, I'm just excited with what it means, and I just want to process it with Martin. What's this about invisible Tattoo? It's really, I think it's also because part of it, I like what you said, man, and I wanna add to that now. You said flushing the crap away. Pardon my
Yeah.
French if there's any kids here. Yeah, I know some of your parents. I saw some of you who were liking some of your parents. Parental guidance. But yeah, um, I've been listening to both of you, and he was actually one of the ones that gave me an idea with it. And a lot of us are talking about, and I know you can relate to this, man. It's like, number one, life is suffering, man. Like everyone, even if people don't actually acknowledge it, everyone's aware of it, because why? Everyone has problems. Like no matter where you are or how you're born, how lucky you are or what, everyone has problems, man. And that's why it's so easy to see how things could go wrong, because that's really how our life, you know this, dude. He's sharing
Yeah.
it. Like, you can easily see how things could go wrong. Catastrophizing what's the worst case scenario. That's so easy. But here's the question also on the flip side. If there's a way, if there's a way that we can see how things could go wrong, doesn't that mean there's also a way that things could go right or make things better? But that's not so easy to see, diba? So what, and I'm shortening it for the sake of this live naman because I want to share a lot. Pero what's the hint that Jordan Peterson gave? No, dude. Um, as you look, it's like observe the people who go through life. Ako, I've had several family members also pass away, and it really makes you think. How did they live their life? In addition to Coach Bam, and it's not to compare, but you start to have an idea. At the end of your life, how do you want
Yeah,
to play the game of life, essentially? And you're gonna find out, like, okay, there are some people, they lived okay. Other people I don't want to emulate, but there's the flip side, which is, oh man, I really admire this person up until the end. I liked how they lived their life. And that's a hint, dude, because it's not so easy. It's not an obvious thing. It's like, what do you mean you want to, again, example, what does it mean to succeed or win at life? And it's not even, I don't mean that necessarily in a financial or physical, but in a fulfilling sense, man. And I'm connecting it now. Oh, that's so nice. Oh my God. Thank you for
yeah,
flipping.
oh my
Let me
God.
also flip. Yeah, out the window for mine. This is my view. Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah,
Anyway, so
go Royce.
uh,
Yeah, we were
I'll,
literally live
I'll keep it
going.
at this first so that you guys can hear. What's this about? No, the invisible third way. I think a hint of it, dude, is really connecting to what is it you resonate with? What is it that you like about? And I'll flip it back. What is it you like about the way other people live, or how do what who is it that you admire, basically? Who do you admire? Why do you admire them? Maybe a specific way. Maybe it's the way they I don't know, have, maybe it's the way they relate with their family. Maybe it's the way they, I don't know, help other people. Maybe, and you know this, like I don't even need to expound on it because it's something you feel on a gut level, on the deepest level of your soul, that you're saying, wow, even other people, I don't necessarily have to agree with you, but if you can respect that person, that's a hint as well, man. So talking
Yeah,
about the invisible third way, and you said about flushing the crap away. Um, how is this? I think it's looking at the bigger picture. And what's the bigger picture, dude? It's death, man. And
yes,
death connects to
yes,
life. And you're gonna look at the bigger picture, and that's what we were talking about the other night. But it's like asking, what's the most essential in this situation right now? Because I'll go back to my example, man. If you're in an argument with your loved one, your girlfriend, your spouse, your kids, your coworkers, your boss, and the temptation is one of two choices, diba? You either let them win or you fight for your side and you win, right? But the relationship loses. Now, what's the bigger picture? Hey, guys, um, one of the most essential things you can have in life is to maintain good relationships, and and again, yeah, that's the biggest picture. When you reach the end, again, when we reach our ending and we don't know when that is gonna be, no, you look back on your life and you realize, my God, I used to like, why was I fighting so much? Why was I resisting so much with all this drama, all this, and again, you don't have to agree with me. But again, this is what I relate to. And then just like realizing, oh my God, all the drama, all the all the allure of, I don't know, whatever short term, I don't know. I was gonna say short term pleasure it is, but you know what I mean, na parang in the bigger
yeah,
picture. Oh my God, why did I succumb to that? When I realized, oh my God, when in the grander scheme of things, I wish I could have been doing something else. No, for me, din lang that's a hint for me, saying that that's a hint to the invisible third way. Um, it's knowing what matters, man. So, yun. Oh my God, I said a
yeah.
lot, pero back to you. Your turn to process, man. Because ako rin, I was
All
just
right.
putting
Thank
out.
you, Royce, because I'm gonna rewatch this live again. Mama Grace, I see you in the chat. Thank you for the love. I'm new to this. Royce and I are just doing this for the first time. If you do want to share something, just send a message. I'm not sure if I could try to bring you on the live too. I've never done that actually, but if you wanted to share something quick while my data and battery doesn't run out, So Royce and I are actually just doing this for the first time. We're trying something new, something different for you guys. So you guys are seeing the sunset as the live goes. So might go
Uh,
dark on me. So what Royce said about death, I just want to add this. Mama Grace just add in the chat, send a message if you wanted to come up. No? Uh, death gave more clarity, and then I learned this line from one of my
yeah.
mentors related to the invisible third way. He said one of the most important lessons he learned is whenever I see someone doing something bad, I always remind myself to ask myself, where am I doing that? Where is my version of that too? So
Mm, yeah.
when you mention death, for me, whenever I see that other side, like the suffering, or like I also look at the mirror, right? So I won't judge the other person. I also judge myself first. It makes it so much easier for me. The anger, the hate goes away. So
Mm,
that one gives me a little more peace. At the same time, why I'm doing the live with you, Royce, is I also don't want to skip. Some people want to skip, right? Oh, I don't want to feel angry. So I'm just gonna pretend and put on a fake smile. Oh, I don't want to
yeah.
feel grief. So I'm just gonna play video games and then just pretend that I'm happy. I'm learning that that's not the answer. Just like the scream therapy of Steve Jobs that I saw last night. Again, it was a reminder. One of my um, college batchmates, like friends back then, he shared that with me. He said, "Martin, why don't you go to an open field and just scream?" I thought he was joking because I wasn't into personal development yet. I haven't been learning all this stuff. So he intuitively kind of knew that. So
Yeah.
linking it to the invisible third way, allow ourselves to fully feel it. And again,
Yeah.
no fear. There's no fear there. We're just trying to share you out of love, out of vulnerability. Yes, like I myself have made mistakes. I had to like correct myself at times. I thought I just saw a shooting star or a firefly. So, so yeah, it like I'm not a perfect person. Guys, feel free to correct me if ever. Uh, I'm out of line. All I'm trying to share here are life lessons, and I'm just trying to get through my day right now. So Royce has been helping me too as we went on this live. So yeah, I'll pass it back to you first because that's me processing in the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, ako man, I just want to say I'm grateful, but also just to add to that, no? Yeah, I just loved how you're sharing the sky. Sorry, I don't really have that much to add right now, actually, dude. Like even in this short life lang, I don't know how long we've been doing it, but my heart is full actually. Um,
Yeah,
I
we
think
can
the last
actually end the live soon. Just let me
yeah,
know because I'm gonna go and my time, my quiet time. I felt like I just
yeah,
wanted to do this with you because again, it's what we're sharing in life. If you don't know how to process your emotions, you don't know how to feel fully what you're feeling. We're sharing with you. I'm sharing with you. Royce also went through it. Personal experiences we both went through, where we lost a
mhm,
person. It was and this was unexpected. We were seeing the person right after heart surgery, right on the road to recovery. We were there in the hospital room with the person. Recently, I was with a person, and it looked like he was getting better. Like he was just doing everything that he could out of love. And then next thing you know, something happens, right? So this is our way of we don't know what to do, but hey, we're trying to figure it out, just like you.
yeah, and
Yeah. Back to
it's a
you, Roy.
lot. Yeah, yeah, and the only thing I'll just add to that, man, because I don't know, the way we really grew up was we're so attached to planning, thinking in our heads, and that don't mean that's bad, man. Pero now it's and no, I'm just embracing this. No, I'm embracing the unknown because a lot of this is really we're figuring stuff out. But it's also so exciting, man, because now it's like okay, we came up with this new idea and like what really okay, let's talk about it, diba? Um, are are we gonna make mistakes? Yeah, we're gonna make making a mistake. But it's way better than for me and right now where I am. It's way better than staying safe because
Yeah,
otherwise you look back on it and like my God, there were so many times. In nga, it goes back to that. Dude, honestly, I'll tell you now. I feel like everything another. Okay, I'll say it this way. Parang in a way right now, and I might be wrong. I might change it next time. But right now, what I believe is, what's the purpose of life? It's to prepare
yeah.
you to die. Oh my God.
Oh, I
Okay,
believe
that's a
in
bit
that,
more.
man.
Yeah,
I've been
it's a bit.
feeling that.
I don't mean it in a morbid way, pero I just mean, dude, the way you live your life prepares you for your ending. That's really it. Eh. Like it's
Yeah.
yeah,
Can I share
yeah,
something, guys?
yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to say hi to Faye. If Faye's watching, you know.
Yay!
Yeah, she said saying hello to
Really
us.
fabulous.
Mama Grace, who said we are energy. Energy never dies. I believe that. We are energy and energy never dies. So I actually felt that with Coach Bam. Like the day
Yeah,
when I was helping Karen. So we were fixing up his car, like that. Karen was super appreciative. It's like Coach Bam was watching over us. Like,
mm,
believe you me, man, there were moments like traffic, whatever. Like the store was open. Like Coach Bam was guiding us. I believe energy never dies. Sup to my cousin Ryan, so he's watching. Faye just said
thanks for
losing my mom
watching.
made me
Yeah,
see death in a new light. And yeah, we were there with you, Faye, and your dad, right? And Unbounded. So yeah, we felt your story. We felt your experience too. So yeah, back to you, Royce, and let me know anytime you want to wrap up the live. As you could see, it became dark on my side from sunset, na like the sun
I
was
mean,
going
just
down.
ignore it. Yeah. So ako, ano lang ba? Yeah, I think that's really the essence of it. I could add more, pero I'm just gonna go around in circles, man.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do another live to recap also and consolidate on my end. So I'll just share. Pero ako that man, no, thank you for inviting me. This is I had fun with this. At least we got to try this doing the live.
Yeah,
So
it's
yeah.
possible.
And thank you for everyone who watched. Yeah, thank you for everyone who watched this. I hope this has been useful to you. No, yeah, I don't really see a lot of people who have tried this joint live thing, so this is new. This is fun. I enjoy this too. Yeah, thank you for trying this, buddy. Yeah,
So yeah, before we end the live, I just wanted to say the topic of today was the invisible third way. So normally we think it's either a win, a lose, that's it. But there's actually a third way where it's win-win. It's following your spirit, the Holy Spirit, whatever you believe in. It's like the divine right way, right? So if you don't know what to do, you don't know the right thing to do, well, you just watch this live. Both of us didn't know what we were gonna do. So
yeah.
thank you,
Shout out, mommy.
Mommy, Mommy A is watching replay, so you're gonna see the sunset to dark. But anyways,
Yeah,
before we end up, if you don't know what to do, rewatch this live. I will
yeah,
admit to you, I had no idea. You can ask Royce too. We have no idea what the hell we're doing here, like how to do this joint live. We just did it. So you
yeah,
can do your own version of the invisible third way, how to process, how to get through whatever you're going through in life. If this is not enough, reach out to Royce. Wow, thank you too. I think Karen's also watching. So
Oh my God, hi,
Karen, you can
Karen.
watch the replay. My special mention sa'yo. There was a part there. And then if after rewatching the live you still feel like kulang pa, like I need more, feel free to reach out to Royce. He's very open. His profile is public, Royce T. He's been doing lives too. His mission and mine are very much aligned. You can reach out to me also. Yeah, I think that's it for the live right now, man. I feel full.
Man, thank everyone who dropped by and watched. Those on the live, those on the replay. I hope this helps you today. Yeah, this week has just been. I like how I'm doing it right now. Life is hitting us hard right now. I know people on this chat. especially I know people in this chat, especially who are watching, they've lost someone, and life is getting hard right now. But out of that, I also believe there's always a light in the darkness, even the deepest darkness. Yeah, you can. The only thing I can tell you guys is find the light, no matter what it is. Like yeah, yin yang. Like you always say, it's like yin yang. But there's
That's
always
right.
black and white in the
Yeah.
black, and find it. Yeah. So that's it.
Even in the
My heart
lives,
is also.
Royce is the light. I'm in the dark right now. But again, you will have your own version, guys. This is not a comparison. Sometimes I'm in the light and Royce is in the dark.
Yeah,
We have
that's true.
experienced that. So reach out, guys. That invisible third way is the answer.
Mm.
It's the win-win-win. Everybody wins, nobody loses.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So yeah, I'm good, man. Thank you, everyone.
I'm good too. So I'm gonna end this live now. Thank you. We love
We love
you. We
you,
will see you
and we'll
next
see you
time.
next time.